Mm, mm. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Johanna Ali. Uh, and this is part two, Gemini Sun, relationships and careers and shit. So, if you didn't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you didn't hit that dislike button, hit the dislike button. You know what I mean? Don't like it, turn. If you like it, hit the like button. You dig what I'm saying? We out here to salute to all the Geminis. So we're gonna hop right into it. What is the sun? What does the sun represent in astrology? What does it represent in the chart? The sun represents your spirit. The sun represents your soul, not your soul's purpose, but your soul's theme. It represents your aura, and it also represents, you know what I mean, uh, what you're here to do to a certain extent, what you're here to experience in this incarnation. Uh, Gemini's is ruled by the planet Mercury, that's closest to the sun. It's always changing now, moving real fast. If you know about Mercury, you think what I'm saying. So Gemini's is about to get real interesting for y'all. It's about to get real interesting for y'all these next 7 years coming up. Gemini, remind you I told you this. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's 2025, so these next to 2032, Gemini is about to get real interesting for y'all. Definitely a lot of changes coming for everybody in general. So, but today we're gonna talk about well tonight. You dig what I'm saying? I already did part one earlier. If you didn't watch part one, please go back and watch part one. Hit like and subscribe. If not, do your motherfucking thing and turn. Cause you ain't no motherfucking supporter. You just somebody wasting your time. Go do something with yourself. Gemini season. I'm not trying for that bullshit. Mm. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the relationships with the father. A lot of Gemini's sons, their fathers could have been young fathers. Their fathers could have been like a teen father. They could have came from a teen father. Could have had a father who was a truck driver. You dig what I'm saying? They could have also, their fathers could, like, they could find out later that their father, the dude that they thought they was their dad, really ain't their dad. That that's the Gemini sun also. Like that's one part that I do see. A lot of them come from that. A lot of them could have like crazy ass fathers, like crazy ass fathers who into some ill shit, or a father who got multiple baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Got a bunch of kids by a bunch of different women and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got a whole bunch of siblings. And within there, like, they still, but they'll be the one who like know all the siblings. They'll know all the rest of the siblings and deal with all the rest of the siblings and shit like that. The Gemini. I failed to mention in the last video, like Gemini rules the hands and shit. So a lot of Geminis got shit from their fathers as far as their hands. So they could have good hands, and it's what they do with their hands. A lot of Geminis, when they're young, they're still. You dig what I'm saying? They thieves and shit. Like, uh, uh, they're real good thieves when they come to doing shit. Like, they're curious. You dig what I'm saying? And they're Gemini. I call Geminis as Geminis. Because they'll lie and tell the truth at the same time. You just got to pay attention. I always say that with Gemini. So it's like, pay attention to what they're saying, but don't pay attention to what they're saying. Like, they're telling the truth and they're lying at the same time. Geminis know what I'm talking about. They try to be funny, and they can be manipulative too. So in relationships, if you with them, it'll feel like, you know what I mean, they cheating on you. It might feel like they cheating on you and shit. Like they're not with you. Because, again, they can feel two-faced sometimes. But Geminis get a guilty rap for being hoes. The motherfuckers is hoes. You know what I'm saying? The males and females. They can be hoes, but not all of them hoes. You dig what I'm saying? I hate when people just throw a negative energy on the sunshine because they been fucked up with the sunshine and they don't like that sunshine. That's a part of themselves that they don't like. You dig what I'm saying? So they need to fix that. So when it comes to, but the motherfuckers can't be hoes. Make that clear. They can't be hoes. But, Gemini's some fucking tricks. The motherfuckers favorite cereal name should be motherfucking Tricks. like Tricks are for kids, and Geminis act like kids within relationships. So sometimes, so yeah, Tricks for kids. But I will say, like, that's for a low vibrating or one that hasn't, evolved yet. A Gemini who hasn't evolved yet. And even if they evolve, like, they can still build some shit. But some of them, like, get a bad rap for being cheaters. But some of them could be the one getting cheated on. Dig what I'm saying? And it'll be somebody close to him. Dig what I'm saying? It'll be somebody close to him. And that'd be the fucked up part. But the Gemini aspect. And then it'll be the other part when it comes to the Gemini. They'll have weird relationships sometimes. They have relationships sometimes even like like somebody that they like their neighbors. That'd be like somebody that they know, like they'll have like a booty call with their neighbor all the time that they don't like, or they like it but they don't like. Or they'll have like ill relationships, some weird ill relationships with like their siblings, or it could seem like that, or it could seem like or with their cousins, like cousins make dozens kind of shit, like incest kind of shit, like yeah, Gemini's into like some Geminis, not all, so don't get offended if it don't apply, let it fly. Like some Geminis could have those kind of relationships to where it's like they're dealing with cousins, somebody close in their family and shit like that, and they letting that shit rock out like on some Kevin Gates kind of shit, and they keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be weird with Gemini like that sometimes. Like or the best way I can describe it, like you remember if you're familiar with the movie Scarface and you watch the movie Scarface, how Scarface like looked at his sister. If you knew how Scarface like looked at his sister, then you'd be like, okay, I get it. You dig what I'm saying? Because that was just weird. It's a little bit weird. Like, so Geminis can have that kind of infatuation with, even if they don't act on it, because Geminis are ruled by Mercury, so, and they could be very, it's mercurial, so they could be just curious about it. But they be like, it's like, that's weird to me. Fuck it. You know I'm an astrologer, I can speak my opinion, yo. That's weird, Geminis. Y'all be on some shit with that. Y'all be on some shit with that. What else did I say about a Gemini? Cause like Mercury and Taurus, so a little harder for me to get the message out to you. You dig what I'm saying? So make sure I write. I wrote down a couple of little things. What did I say? Yeah, their eyes. They be having like some ill eyes sometimes. Geminis have some ill eyes. Like they up to no good sometimes. Like Geminis be up to no good. Like you don't trust them. Like you look in their eyes and be like they untrustworthy. But a lot of times you're not reading that Gemini right, because that's the face that they're gonna present it to you. So in that relationship, you go be like, I don't know if I can trust this person because they're talking to this person, they're talking to that person. But one thing a Gemini like to do, Geminis like to keep their conversation kind of separate when it comes to their relationship. They might tell their partner one thing and then forget that they said something to whoever they're dealing with, and then fuck around and say something total opposite of what they was told their girl or their dude or whatever, and now they looking at them like, bitch, you a liar. And the Gemini could not be lying. They could not be lying. They could be telling the truth, but they forgot that they said what they said to them earlier, because they was probably thinking somewhere else, and they forgot that they mentioned that they was probably ahead, because the Gemini be trying to plan ahead. They was probably planning to cheat, but they fuck around and let that slip out. They're like, damn, you caught that? Oh shit. But they good at manipulating and getting their way back. You think what I'm saying? Like, just because they very good, they witty, and they good with words. So like, if you think you caught them, like, if they think you caught them, they know how to kind of word their way up out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they good with that shit. Like, Gemini's wordsmith. So I always said they rappers. So in relationships, like, boy, hey, look, they have a cold rap for your ass. They have a cold rap, and like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know, cause maybe my Mars is in Gemini. Maybe because my Mars is in Gemini. Boy, they got, hey, look, they got some good stuff. Geminis have good stuff, so they'll use that shit against you. If Gemini's got some good stuff, they'll use that shit against you. And they know it too. Like, I like them, but it'd be kind of hard to trust Geminis within a relationship sometimes, cause like, again, they got two sides, and I always respect Geminis. I love Geminis. In fact, I love Geminis for the simple fact that, again, they're gonna play out. They here to play out both sides. Some people hide either or, good or bad. But if you're in this human vessel and you can hear me talking to you and you understand what I'm saying to you, you just like a Gemini. So if you don't like them, it's a side of yourself that you don't like and you don't display. And speaking of, like, Geminis, it's the ones that's the quiet ones. You got to watch them. Like, boy, hey, look, they go off. They go off on you within a relationship. Like, I couldn't be in no relationship with no quiet Gemini. Like, them motherfuckers fuck around and stab the shit out you. Like, if you violate, because like Gemini is quick to fly off the handle within relationships. Like, they'll have an argument with you, and then they have an argument with you at 5 o'clock. At 5:38, they done came back to you a whole different person. Like, the argument ain't even happened. And you looking at them like, bitch, you remember what you said to me? Like, they're like, yeah, and they'll be playful about how they come back towards you and how they try to fix the situation. A lot of times they just playful and they don't mean no harm, but then a lot of times you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what a Gemini is up to unless you know that Gemini, but it's hard to know a Gemini. But I will say this, a lot of Geminis are getting into a relationship with people who are like real religious. Whether that, if a person could teach them, you know what I mean, a higher level of knowledge when it comes to religion, no matter what religion that is, that Gemini chooses to be in, or is interested in, or is curious about, and wanting to gain more information about, and they meet someone who's very knowledgeable, they might fall for that person, because Geminis, they love intelligence. You dig what I'm saying? Geminis don't Geminis don't stay in relationships. They don't stay in relationships that long sometimes. If a Gemini is in a relationship with you for longer than 5 years, and consistent 5 years, which is not happening because they're not consistent. But if they're with you for like 5 years and they're consistent, then that Gemini fuck with you, because like their relationship be over with quick and fast sometimes. Like, some Geminis, the lower vibrating ones, they can have a lot of encounters with a lot of different people. They can have like a lot of quickies, a lot of one night stands, a lot of menage a trois, all kind of shit that fuck around. A Gemini fuck around, and like a single Gemini that's young and doing their thing. Like I said, like, they shouldn't even be in a relationship, like, at all. Like, they should just experience, like, be open to like experience, and they're about to be that way. Gemini's gonna be that way for the next 7 years. A lot of them might be that way, or be into like a poly relationship. Like, Gemini is like Aquarius when it comes to that. It both air. And my mouth dry as fuck.